next year this number will rise to 14 when Indonesia joins the project.
That's impressive.
But let's move on to how floats work. Different factors which work together within the world's oceans.
Sounds like a big project. Isn't it too big for one country to undertake?
Which unfortunately is what you need. Okay, so that's it. You've done everything. Okay? That we've finished all of the extra.
She helped me with the language, and well, she gave me like a room to sleep, and because I'm away from my family, they are like my family right now. So they give me a family, and like you are not feel alone anymore.
Oh, that's okay.
That is the end of section 2.
No, it's important.
You now have half a minute to check your answer.
Okay, so fix the, how do you spell temperature?
Listen and answer questions 26 to 30. What happens to the data?
Actually, wait, no. When it's under 10, you write it in letters. When it's over 10, you can write it in numbers. So it's okay.
It's nice to come back from from outside, and when you come back to the house, you find someone or your family is waiting for you.
Many art centres, but is still in public hands. It's run by the City Council. Both our National Symphony Orchestra
on page 5.
Cinema, you might like to see the new Canadian film, which is showing on Wednesday evening at 8 p.m.
I told them everything about her and about her family, so they were very happy, and they were like, they want to talk to her, and they want to thank her actually. And as she said, my mother told her to to be tough with me, so she is.
Oh shoot! So we've moved.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see.
It's just full of discoveries. It's like every day is a new thing to learn about another world. Lots of arguments, by the way, because when you have someone that you take into the intimacy of your family and your heart, you argue, right? I mean, I have lots of other people who've come and gone, and it's very friendly and warm and cordial, but it doesn't get to that level of do that. I'm very disappointed. You could do better. You know, I don't do that with the others. The single most rewarding thing about doing this is that it gives you the sense that you can make a tiny bit of difference in the world, because you know, you open the newspaper, you switch on the radio, and you hear such horrible, depressing stuff that's going on. And so knowing that you can help one person in a measurable, visible way, it makes it easier to get up in the morning. And what's so funny to me, funny not funny, is how my friends react to it. What? How do you know he's not a terrorist? How do you know your son's not a terrorist? He's no different from your son. Really, he's really no different from your son. And when your grandfather came to this country, people looked at him like that too.
Addressing two sets of issues. One is asylum seekers who have literally nowhere to go. They're not always housed and hosted by the Home Office, and they have no income and they're not allowed to work. So that's about half our guests. Half our guests are refugees. They've recently got status, but then they get slung out of, evicted from, Home Office accommodation 28 days later. Nobody can sort themselves out in 28 days. They can't get jobs, benefits, bank accounts, and money in order to pay rent in 28 days. So they're destitute. The Refugee Council says 81% of recent refugees are completely destitute. Those are the people we're trying to help. What we do know is that hosting is really good both for people's mental and physical health, but also for their integration. So we have all sorts of mixtures, and it's really difficult to dislike or to prejudge people you've had staying in your home or in whose home you've stayed. So it is a real way of integrating populations and allowing people to go on and develop and become the productive citizens that actually most refugees do.